r/AskReddit. What questions should you never ask at the end of a job interview? Can I borrow some money? Interestingly enough, I had to do this once after a taxi driver in China cheated me. And I got the job. Do you check your employees' lockers? I can't be the only one who felt this connection. I still have 20 minutes left on my meter, so how about a quickie? Fresh out of high school, I was in a group interview for being a lifty at my local ski hill. I totally forgot I applied for the job and didn't know what position the interview was for until I got there. I was a die-hard park skier at the time and spent all winter at the hill. So I was very comfortable, to say the least. Besides answering some of their questions like an idiot. Q. Why do you want to hear lifty? Me. I already hang out here all winter, so I figure I might as well get paid for it. I asked them near the end of the interview. If I get hired, can I choose what lift I can work on? All my friends are in the terrain park, so I want to work on the park chair and not end up at the south end with all the beginner skiers. For some reason they did end up hiring me. Only to fire me 3 weeks into the season due to me not fitting their image. I totally get why they fired me. What I don't understand is why the hell they decided to hire me in the first place. I think at one point in the interview I said I look up to my stepbrother because he has a hot girlfriend. Where the white women at? Is the nearest elementary school at least 500 yards away? So whose dick will I have to suck to get a promotion? Will I be able to leave earlier when the time changes to get home before dark? My mom doesn't want me in the city then. This was asked by a guy my old office was interviewing for a job. He was in his mid-20s. Are the managers here a bunch of heartless cunts? Did you just fart? This company isn't one of those progressive ones, right? So, can I get a ride home? Do you mind if I read Mein Kampf during working hours? So, do you guys inventory like often? Or is it more of a once in a while thing? Or like an almost never thing? Why are you getting naked? Oprah. Barbara Walters. Your wife. You gotta fuck one. Marry one. Kill one. Go. Is it okay if I wear my Nambler shirt to work on casual Fridays? When you say never convicted of a crime, you mean in this country, right? Is it okay to blow your boss to get a raise? What's your spaghetti policy? Can I get an advance on my first paycheck? I've got some debts that need to be paid by Friday. No? Okay. Well, how quickly does that healthcare coverage start? Are you single? Actual question from a candidate. Do you do a drug test occasionally? Asking for a friend. Does the hot secretary take it up the ass? So what's this place's policy on Nazis? Are you on your period? It smells like a fish cannery in here. Sue about that harassment policy. What's your home address? Are your security guards armed? Unzips pants. Yes or no? Any kickbacks? So, where are the best places on site for a quickie if, you know, I meet someone here? What's your policy on Columbus Day? The sexual harassment policy is just a suggestion. Tight. You guys hire convicts, right? In the case of Amazon, they hate it when you ask about their healthcare provisions, and whether they tag employees, and if drinking water is readily available, and if the job is unionized. Can I buy a cigarette off you? So, am I your man? MR. Dumbus? Oh. I almost forgot to ask. You guys don't hire Jews or blacks, do you? Can I cook fish in the microwave? So did I get the job? You sure you won't leak it? How much you paying me? Oh. Do you guys employ Mexicans? Because I don't get along very well with wetbacks. Gee. I wonder why. I live in Arizona. Every business has Hispanic and or Latino employees. It wasn't so much a question, but decided not to hire a bright young man who had a promising legal career after he aced the interview. We have a very attractive secretary who takes pride in her appearance and does wear tight but professional skirts. She walks by and the guy goes, "Yoixy." Mostly to himself but loud enough it was audible to me. Trying to fuck? Are you single? Can I please have my resume back? It's my only copy. So I know I'm your best choice. But on another note, would you like to buy some dope? I got the loud pack on deck. And OHH, I do apologize about not being honest during the part you'd asked me if I have any other jobs on the side. Is there anything about my application that still concerns you or would prevent me from being hired? Should have covered that organically and naturally during the interview. I can see why asking about drug tests reflects badly, but I think it should be accepted or even advertised on the listing that you will be tested. I'm against the whole idea of random testing. Because everyone knows you can be sober and still fail from a joint last week. I think employers should respect privacy, and if they don't, well, I don't want to work there. Drug tests should only be done on suspicion of not being sober during work hours or if it's suspected that it's affecting you on the job. What happens outside of work hours is nobody else's business but mine. Is the company run by, Whispers Juice? Given that you're not a skilled interviewer, where do you see yourself in 2 years? Do you do random drug testing? Do you have any hotties working here? If you're interviewing for a front office position with a sports franchise, do not ask if you'll get to meet the players. This is a huge red flag and makes you look like your goal is not the job, but the bragging rights and name dropping.